Hi, I am Thomas. I am 30 years old. I make videos to help people feel strong inside. Today, I want to tell you a story. It is about loving someone who was never meant to be mine. It is a story of hope, pain, and finding peace. I hope you will like it and feel something good. I first saw her on a bright morning when the sun was soft and warm. She was standing by the window looking out with calm eyes that seemed to hold many stories. In that moment, my heart felt something new, a quiet hope, like a small light shining inside me. I did not say a word to her that day. I only watched from a distance, feeling something gentle but strong grow inside me. It was strange how one simple look could change everything. Her smile was soft and kind. When she laughed, it sounded like a song I wanted to hear forever. I wished I could talk to her, but my voice was small and scared. So I kept my feelings hidden, like a secret treasure in my chest. Every time I saw her, that hope grew a little more. I thought maybe she could be someone special for me. But there was a quiet voice inside my mind telling me to be careful. She seemed happy with her own life, and I was only a shadow in her world. Still, I could not stop hoping. It was like holding a flower in my hand, beautiful and fragile. I wanted to protect that hope, even if it was small and unsure. I found myself thinking about her often. What did she like? What made her smile? I remembered every small moment, every little detail. The way her hair fell over her shoulder, the sound of her voice when she said hello. These small things made my heart beat faster. I did not know if she felt the same, but I wished she did. Sometimes I imagined a world where she and I could be close, where I could tell her how I felt without fear. But the truth was, I was alone with my hope. It was a quiet hope, soft, but strong like a candle in the dark. It gave me light, even when I felt lost. That first sight was the start of something I could not understand fully yet. It was the beginning of a story written in my heart, a story of love that was gentle and silent. I did not know where it would go, but I held on to that hope, feeling its warm glow inside me. After that first day, I found moments where we could share small smiles and simple words. Each of these little moments felt like a gift, as if the world had quietly given me something precious. When she looked at me, even for a second, my heart would beat faster, and I felt warm inside. These sweet memories grew in my mind, like small flowers blooming in spring. We talked about simple things, our favorite songs, the weather, and the little dreams we held inside. Her voice was soft, and I wanted to listen forever. I remember the time we laughed together at a silly joke she told. That laughter stayed with me like a song I could not forget. I dreamed of days where these moments would never end. Each time we met, I felt like I was walking on a path that led somewhere special. I hoped she would see me as more than a friend, as someone who cared deeply and quietly. I imagined holding her hand and telling her how much she meant to me. But I stayed silent, afraid that if I spoke, my heart, the magic would break. My dreams grew bigger with every smile and every touch of her hand on my shoulder. I wanted to believe that maybe, just maybe, she felt something too. But I also felt the weight of my silence. The hope inside me was strong, but it was mixed with a quiet fear. Fear that this love might not be shared. Still, I kept dreaming. I kept hoping. Those sweet moments were like a secret world, only I could see, full of light and warmth. I told myself that love was patient, and maybe one day she would see me as I saw her. Until then, I held on to every small memory, every gentle look. But even as I dreamed, a small voice whispered in the back of my mind, reminding me to be careful. Love I knew was not always easy. Sometimes it was full of waiting and wondering. I did not want to lose these moments, but I also wished for something more, something real and true. Those days were full of quiet happiness and soft dreams. I was learning what it meant to love someone from afar, to hold their smile in my heart, even when they did not belong to me. It was beautiful and painful, all at once. I did not know how this story would end, but for now, I let myself hope. As time passed, the sweet moments began to change. I started to notice the little things that showed her heart was not mine to hold. The way her eyes looked at others, the laughter she shared with someone else. These small signs slowly broke the hope I carried so carefully inside me. It was hard to see, but I could no longer pretend. I began to understand that the love I felt was one-sided. She cared for me like a friend, but nothing more. That truth was a quiet pain growing inside a slow ache that filled my chest. I tried to hold on to the memories, but they started to feel like distant stars, beautiful but far away and unreachable. I wondered if she ever noticed how much I cared. Did she see the way my eyes followed her? Did she feel the quiet love I kept hidden? I doubted it. She lived in a world where I was only a small part, a shadow that would fade if she looked too closely. The hope I once held so tightly began to slip through my fingers. Sometimes I caught myself dreaming of a life where she belonged to me. But those dreams felt like fragile glass, easy to break, and once broken, impossible to fix. I wanted to tell her everything, to show her my heart, but fear held me back. What if my words pushed her away? What if I lost even the small place I had in her life? The pain grew stronger each day. I felt lost between holding on and letting go. I wanted to be near her, to be part of her world, but I knew deep inside that I never truly could. The love I felt was a secret story, written only in my heart, a story she would never read. It was a hard truth to face, that some loves are meant to be only dreams, not reality. I felt a quiet sadness settle over me, a feeling like the sky after the sun has set. But even in that sadness, I found a strange kind of peace. I began to see that love was not always about being together. Sometimes it was about learning to let go. The hope I once held so close began to change. It became softer, quieter, but still alive. I realized that loving someone did not always mean having them. Sometimes it meant loving from a distance and finding strength in the love itself. I was learning a new kind of love, one that did not depend on being returned. It was a love that lived in my heart, even if it was never shared. And though that love was painful, it was also beautiful, because it taught me about myself and the courage to feel deeply. The sadness grew heavier as I realized I had to let go. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do, saying goodbye to a love that lived only in my heart. I felt like I was losing a part of myself, but I knew holding on would only hurt me more. So slowly, I began to let go. Each day, I tried to forget the dreams I'd built. I stopped hoping for a future with her and stopped imagining what could have been. The memories that once brought me joy now felt like shadows, reminders of something I could never have. Letting go meant feeling the pain fully and learning to live with it. Sometimes I cried alone, wishing things were different. I wanted to tell her how much she meant to me, but I also knew it was too late. She would never feel the same way, and I had to accept that. The love I held was not meant to be returned, and that truth was both cruel and kind. In the quiet moments, I talked to myself. I told myself that love is not only about being with someone else. It is about finding peace inside, even when the heart hurts. I learned that letting go does not mean forgetting. It means choosing to live again, even with the pain. I started to see the world differently. I saw the beauty in small things, the sunlight on the leaves, the sound of rain, the warmth of a kind smile. These things reminded me that life is full of meaning, even when love feels lost. I found hope in the simple moments around me. Letting go opened a new door in my heart. I began to love myself in ways I never had before. I understood that my value was not tied to someone else's love. I was enough just as I am, with my dreams, my feelings, and my heart. That was a powerful and gentle truth. Though the pain was still there, it became softer. It was no longer a heavy chain, but a quiet reminder of what I had learned. I knew that one day I would smile again without tears, and my heart would heal. The story of unreturned love had changed me, but it had not broken me. I was beginning a new chapter, a chapter of hope, strength, and self-love. And even though she was never meant to be mine, I was learning that my life had meaning beyond that love. I was more than my heartbreak, and my story was just beginning. With time, I found a quiet peace inside my heart. The pain of loving someone who was never mine began to change into something soft and warm. I understood that life is full of meaning, even when things don't go as we wish. My story was not about big moments or grand love. It was about finding value in the small things and in myself. I learned that everyone has a place in this world no matter what. We do not need to do great things or be loved by someone special to be important. Just being here, feeling, and growing is enough. My heart, once broken, now held hope, a gentle light that guided me forward. The memories of her stayed with me, but they no longer hurt. They became part of my story, a story of love that taught me to be strong and kind to myself. I carried those lessons quietly, like a gift I could open whenever I needed. And in those lessons, I found a new kind of happiness. I began to see the beauty in my own life. The small joys, the laughter of friends, the warmth of sunlight, the quiet moments of peace became my treasures. I understood that my worth is not measured by others, but by how I see myself. I am enough just as I am. This love that was never returned showed me a deeper truth. Love is not only about holding someone else, it is also about holding yourself gently with care and patience. It is about learning to let go and still believe in tomorrow. So I choose to carry hope in my heart. I choose to believe that every life has meaning, every person has value. And I choose to live with love, love for myself, love for the world, and love for the quiet dreams that keep me moving forward. Even though I loved someone who was never meant to be mine, I am not alone. I am whole. I am enough. And that is the greatest love of all. Thank you for listening to my story. If you liked it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. Remember, everyone is special and important just the way they are. Take care and see you next time.